Hi there. I'd like to talk about the 4-in-1 reading comprehension sets that now have files to use in Google Drive and with Google Classroom. So I'm going to share a page from there just to show you how that works. So when you get, there we go. When you purchase any of the sets on Teachers Pay Teachers, there is an additional file for use in Google Drive. So what you would do is you would open up that file and it will prompt you to make a copy. Now, once you make a copy, you have that as your own personal master copy. So there's a few ways that you could use this with a student or students. You could screen share and just going to go to a page. I'm going to go to the Puffin story. Okay. You could screen share a particular page and then use the text boxes and have them type in with you. So if you're doing it more as a guided practice, or if you wanted, you could assign certain pages in Google Classroom. Now, say you wanted to just assign one page or a couple of pages a week. What I would recommend doing is just taking that one page and then copying and pasting it into a new Google Slide presentation and then assign that to your students that way. Then they will have to make a copy. They'll be able to type in the answers on there, which I'll go over in a minute, and then be able to send it back to you in Google Classroom. When you click on these areas that have questions, or if the student were to, you'll notice a text box comes up. So for each one of the questions, there's a little text box. All you have to do is tap on it, and then either you or the student would type in the answer to it. Once again, I would not recommend having them type in answers off of your master copy. What you want to do is make a copy for them and make sure that they type it in their own version. So, and of course, you could use the PDF file, print it out, and use them that way. But some teachers, because of distance learning situations, would like to be able to have this option in Google Drive. And the nice thing is that the text boxes are all built in for you. So if there was something like this with matching, then what you would have the student do, so for instance, you have to match a word, um, the letter from the word on the right matches the meaning, so extinction, and then you would put in the letter next to it, okay? Um, and then for think and respond, then you could have them type in the answer to that. So you could start with I think, and then students would type in the rest of the answer to that. Okay, so that's just to give you just a tiny bit of an overview over how to use these sets. So I showed you the summer practice theme. There are 8 sets in the bundle for the 4 seasons. There's a back to school, there's a holidays around the world, and there is a set for Black History Month and then another for Women's History Month. So in the bundle, there are 8 sets. Each of these are sold also as individual sets, so if you just want to get one, you can. And we also have 3 additional sets, one for prefixes, one for suffixes, and one for the mystery genre, which is kind of fun because those have little QR codes that students can scan to find their answers. It's kind of like a self-correcting version. I create these, or have created them, with a co-author of mine for this particular resource, and her name is Susan Jolfs, and she has a store called School Bells and Whistles on Teachers Pay Teachers. Susan creates the sets for the lower elementary, so if you're looking for something a little simpler with less text, easier questions, then definitely check out her store. But these are specifically for upper elementary. We've geared them towards grades 3, 4, 5 for the typical reader. However, they could be used, I would say, as low as second, probably no lower than that though, but then could be used up through middle school, depending on the needs of your readers. These are not matched to any kind of an Orton-Gillingham progression. These are just for straight reading, language, and reading comprehension practice. So if you're interested, definitely check them out, and I hope you find them helpful. Thank you so much.